So this is a bit of an energy update. I think that we're probably going to be doing these energy updates every day because the energy is just like every day there's a planetary alignment. Every day something's gone direct. Every day something's gone retrograde. March, as I've said, is going to be a month where just going to call it March Mayhem. But it's the final pushes, the final purges. And we really are getting to that point of critical mass. All of us are in the same place now. We're about to all pop like popcorn all at the same time. What a beautiful thing. Now that would explain why we're all feeling so physically challenged in our bodies, so much body pain, sickness, everything. You know, if you weren't sick on the 22nd of the 2nd, which is the February triple 2 portal, then you probably got smacked yesterday, which was the 3-3 portal, and so on and so forth. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's all for the sake of purging what you don't need, because this video is all about balance, okay? Harmony. It's all about relationships and things like that. Because if you go back to the 22nd of the 2nd, that was, if you added up that date, 22nd of the 2nd, 2025, it was a 6 energy, 6 number. And that is all to do with Venus. It was love, relationships, harmony, all of the things. Now, even yesterday's date, 3rd of the 3rd, 2025, added up. It's a 6 energy. So we're really just like moving in the same vibration to the same means to an end, which is to get to that harmonious balance, you know, with your relationship, with self. All relationships out there will reflect back to you exactly what's out of alignment here. So if you are having problems with people out there, you know, it's not really to go into the blame game. It's to look at that mirror and see, oh, okay, what's out of alignment here? So also, the physical pain will back that up as well. I wince as I move because my shoulder, I've popped my shoulder, my left shoulder, and it's actually an energy that's been trapped deep, deep, deep on this side for a very long time. And this morning I went and did some exercise and it shifted it, but it's now put the pain at the back. So it's a good thing that it's shifting, but oh, Jesus Christ, I have to like turn the corner like that. It's like, yeah, so there's stuff clearing out, right? But this is why our upper bodies are really taking flack, shoulders and everything like that, because our upper chakras connected to spirit, a lot of light coming in, a lot of shifts, and I'm going to get into the what's going on as far as like the timeline jumping after this, but let's address the physical body. So when you get like your heart energy needs to be in full flow and it gets expressed through your fingers. So if I get an idea and it's all heart based, then I'm going to journal it, comes from my fingers. Or I want to give you a hug, I'm going to squeeze your cheeks and give you a hug. That's how I express my love in the world, right? Through here. So now if there's a blockage, obviously the heart's going, oh, can't get through. There's an issue here. So it's on my left side. So which means I have an issue to do with my spiritual side, to do with my emotional side and how I express that in the world. If it is on the right side, there's about something that you're physically doing. Your divine masculine is too controlling. There's a blockage there. It's all in the name of balancing up. So let's not get into the where, the whys, the hows too much. Just what we really want to emphasize in this video today is letting go and allowing. So whereas like times before, it's like, we need to dissect this and we need to understand what that pain is and what it's linked to and what past life. That's the divine masculine that always likes to know that X plus Y equals Z, right? Now, we don't need that because we're in the divine feminine. So we just acknowledge the energy. This is the difference. We acknowledge the energy. We go, yeah, this is unpreferred and unwanted. I acknowledge that it's sore and painful. So I'm going to do everything I can to increase the space and allow this pain to go where it wants to go so it can actually gently be moved out, right? I don't need to know its story. I just need to know that it is on its way out, not on its way in. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what our job is right now. Our only job is basically in action, is to support your physical body in going through what is the most intense time, but is a very intense time of ascension. So, I mean, it's huge. Like, we are timeline jumping, and this has been going on really intensified through February. March is going to be intense. So don't be surprised if it's coming at you, bro, which is why this is a message for you to sort of like change your strategy a little bit. Like, take your foot off the gas. Just allow what needs to move through. Just watch it, pass through. That's it. That's all you have to do. Because if you try and dissect it or get involved in it, you're going to cause more problems for yourself, because this isn't what we're here to do right now. We're all about creation. We're all about balance and harmony. So keeping that in the forefront of your heart and mind, that knowing that this energy that we're in, these timeline jumps we're going through, these upgrades, this, that, and the other, what's it all for? It's to come into that, harmonic balance between your divine masculine and divine feminine. When that comes into balance, then what happens is a product of that is your harmony. So that's why Isis and Osiris, when they came together, they produced Horus, and that is the twin flame triad. Like I say, that is how it works. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about this today because the power of three. This week for me is all going to be about the power of three, creation. So I've always said it, okay, and I always bring it in when we talk about that, is the Vesica Pisces. So you have masculine, feminine, they cross over, and that little portal in the middle is regarded as the yoni, and the yoni is the part, the energy, the portal that brings creation through, right? Especially in a woman's physical body, right? So masculine, feminine, when it's in balance, it's not like that, but when it's in balance, all is well in the world, creation happens, right? And that essentially is the alignment that we are moving into. And once that lands fully, you're then tapped in harmony, the universe, and then you're just naturally in that stream of consciousness of abundance. You won't need to work for anything. It will just come to you. And that is the epitome of the divine feminine as it is in union with the divine masculine. That's what it looks like in the world. So that's what I'm saying. Try not to get involved in any drama. Stay away from the chaos out there. Maintain your inner calm, right? How do we do that? Just a few tips here. Breath work. Breath work is going to be your best friend. There's so many things you can follow on YouTube. 10 minutes a day, just to get the bees out. Also clears blockages out of the body, but it helps you ground, and it's going to get rid of all that white noise. So breath work, yin yoga, amazing to release tension in the body. So I'm chucking these things in. I mean, fast workouts are great, but it may bring more anxiety up to the forefront. So we don't really want to exacerbate that. We'd rather go into the calmness. So see what your body needs, but make sure you support it. There's nothing for you to do. You're space holding for yourself right now. That is it, and that is all. So I'd like to share with you a card that I pulled couple of days ago before we started this week, and it's going to be kind of almost like the foundation of what I'm going to talk about this week. It's called the Sanctuary: Harmony, Balance, Joy, and Contentment. That's the card there, okay? And it's from Rebecca Campbell. We like Rebecca. Oh, that's the wrong side. Rebecca Campbell's cards, which is the Ancient Stones. These are very nice. So the Sanctuary. Now that there particularly is the Avebury stone circle, right? Now the Avebury stone circle is divine feminine. Stonehenge is divine masculine. And the Avebury stone circle is so connected to the stars and spirit that when I go there, yes, we can go through the textbook of what each stone means or meant to the Druids when they did their ritual and everything like that. But there's nothing more magical than actually going to the stones and connecting with them with your own language and seeing what you get. And every single stone I have sat with in Avebury, like in physical form, it connects you to the stars. So right now, this message right now, which was harmony and balance, there we go, joy and contentment, is allowing yourself to receive. And that comes from support as well. The star beings are all around us right now. I don't think you realize actually just how the whole of the multiverse is watching us right now. As we move through such a powerful time, the planetary parade is like, woo, we've made it. And all of these things happening, even though it's very intense, is we're literally at the finish line now. You know what I mean? We landed, but our physical bodies now need to catch up because we have to purge all the old ways out of the cells to be able to get into alignment with the new way. Your body's got this. Your body's got its own healing intelligence, your guides, your inner you, your ancient one, you, your light body being, as well as your physical you. We all know what's going on, right? So you can just let this little mind chill out a little bit and let the divine feminine lead and just receive, listen, stillness, while you float over the finish line instead of crawling blood, sweat, and tears, right? So that card for Avebury was quite lovely because that was a real confirmation that we are so supported and being communicated with all the time with the star beings. They're all here. They're supporting us. We're not on our own. We are not on our own. I mean, we can feel that, right? So this is a very, very powerful time of creation. Now, when we are at that moment, it's a bit like when you're at your last push and you're pushing baby out, there's like, everybody's like, oh, on tenterhooks. It's all a bit like fractious, isn't it? And then all of a sudden, baby pushes out, you hear him or her scream, and everybody's like, oh, amazing and wonderful. We're kind of at that point where we're like, oh my God. So understand all of this where we're at and be accepting of it and allowing of it, because the thing is, it's like you've done so much work, you've worked so hard, so support yourself. This isn't a time to keep pushing on through. You've done it, right? Now just rest a little bit and receive, okay? Now, the second half of this video, I would like to bring the mother sun energy in because we are talking rebirth, okay? Now, I would like to bring Sekhmet into the space now. So bringing in Sekhmet, Mother Sekhmet, the softer Sekhmet, okay, because we're also bringing in her son, Nefertum. So, of course, as we know, Sekhmet and Ptah, husband and wife, they had a son, Nefertum, known as the beautiful creation or beautiful completion. Now, he is the god of the lotus flower, blue lotus as well, and perfumes, and he's also the god of rebirth. Okay, and look, so many things, but let's keep it simple for the purpose of the video. So he also brings ease of suffering, because when we work with the perfumes, which is basically the essential oils, the Bedouins in Egypt and everything like that, they would use different oils to heal themselves, because they're in the middle of the desert. They don't have doctors to go to. They have to just support themselves with these oils, which they would make, and they are so powerful in their healing. So Nefertum is the god of that, where he brings ease of suffering, right? So as I've said, it's Sekhmet's son, and I'm just looking at my list here because I wrote an awful lot about him. Rise to life. The sunrise. So this is very much to do with sun energy, Nefertum, because of course his mom, she's also sun energy, because she's all to do with the solar disk above her head, and Ra is her father, you know, and that is Nefertum's grandfather. Okay, so now the mother son, I love this because it's a different dynamic to like husband and wife, but the mother son lineage, right? So Sekhmet and Nefertum are kind of holding it down for us right now, because also as well Nefertum's bringing us a very, very powerful message of how the lotus flower willingly, when the sun comes out, rises to the surface and does a big yawn and is just like, hello world. And then when the sun sets, it's like, and time to go back into the darkness and the depths. Because one cannot be petals open constantly, because you will exhaust yourself. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. The sun must stay up. No. You must let go of that and willingly go into the depths, but to regenerate, to be able to have the same beautiful energy to rise again with the ebbs and flows, right? That is very Hermetic principle kind of stuff, right? So that is what Nefertum's bringing to us, like the effortless and easefulness of moving with the death and rebirth cycles, which can happen periodically throughout the day. It can also happen on a bigger scale, because I've been talking a lot about Hecate, which is also about, crossroads and things like that. So it may be a culmination of years that you're finally now ready to go into the darkness and then rise again. So there's like mini, like micro and macro cycles of death and rebirth, right? But it's whatever it is, it's about honoring that energy and coming up to the sun and then going into rest. Coming up to the sun and going into rest. And that is the energy. That is the golden key to kind of figuring out this human experience, right? So Nefertum gives us this, or blesses us with this. And now I want to bring in, to join them, Isis and Horus, okay? So Isis, we all know her as the goddess of love, healing, all of the things. For me, because I always connect with these goddesses in a different way, and so will you too, because we have a special, unique connection, because we're unique soul designs. You will have a unique connection and a unique understanding of each goddess, which may not be in the textbooks. So that's why I bring Isis in. Isis for me is the goddess of perseverance, because she lived a very, very, very intense physical life in trying to resurrect her husband, trying to make sure that she got pregnant with Horus so he could actually, receive all his training, and she kept him alive because everybody wanted to take him out so he could take the throne and be Horus, the leadership through love, the sky god and all of the things, right? So Isis knows the human struggle. So goddess of healing and perseverance. And then her son is leadership. Her son is harmony. Her son is just like victory, triumph. So that's why I want to bring in like Sekhmet and Nefertum, and then gently lead you into Isis and Horus, which is like perseverance, really kind of like, leading through the power of your heart and trust and faith to get to where we've got to get to, which is about now. And then bringing in Horus, which is basically, the harmonic balance, harmony. And that's the mother son again. So I really, really love these energies. And maybe for this week to come, we can lean into the arms of the mother son energy of Sekhmet and Nefertum, of Isis and Horus, as they show us a different way, because it's quite a different dynamic, isn't it? Because usually it's Isis and Osiris. I'm bringing you something different, which will bring you a different experience in your awakening and how to access more parts of self with the help of Sekhmet and Nefertum, with the help of Isis and Horus. So see how you go with this. But the energy is going to be very, very high this week. A lot of us are kind of like in this realm of just like purging and pushing out. just know that you're not on your own, never on your own. Just know that you are so supported right now. We are like all hands on decks. You know, it's like, it's such an intense time to be alive. Yet I know that we're not on your own. I certainly don't feel lonely or abandoned, put it that way. But I do know that we're going through monumental shifts. So support yourself, okay? Keep the faith. And breath work has been a winner for me. I keep saying it, but like, that is the thing that's going to change your day. So support yourself, love yourself, and I will see you on the next video. But right now, creation, rebirth and creation. That's a great place to end, isn't it? It's a great place to end. Peace and love, y'all.